More light, everybody. Thank you for tapping into another episode of Unbiased Opinions. We are your hosts, the spiritual wanderer, Suave.
And the 333.
Yeah, man. And we have the producer, Ryan, running the BTS.
What's going on?
And yeah, man. So, K-Trey just saw Ant-Man. We're going to dive right into that.
Man, finally.
Yeah. I got to know what you thought, man.
I was disappointed.
Man.
I was... and it was just, you know, I don't know if it's becoming like more childish, but I felt the same way about this movie that I did about
Thor. I agree.
Where it was just like the comedy just seemed like it's so all the Marvel movies have a decent amount of comedy, but for whatever reason it's just like extremely childish right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, and I don't know, maybe I ain't never been that big a fan of like any of the Ant-Mans anyway.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man or Ant-Man and Wasp and then this one. So that could have something to do with it. But it just did not keep me in. And in a comedy, I'm just like, this ain't it.
I felt the same way. It was a little kiddish. But I don't know. The story, I feel like the stories back then were way more fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
This story now, it just seemed like they really make it, like you said, kiddish.
Yep.
To where like a kid can understand. It's real ABC. It's like, dang, y'all couldn't do no.
And I'm wondering if you said it before, but I'm just wondering if like Marvel is now trying to appeal to the kids, because this is who's going to be, I guess, like carrying on, especially since like they building up young Marvel, the kids of like everybody. So obviously, what's her name? The young black lady from the Black Panther movie.
Oh yeah, RyRy.
Yeah. So I'm assuming she's gonna be like Tony.
Yeah, the Iron Man.
Right, and then you know they just building up all
they got a young version,
Spider-Man, all the younger people.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe that's the case, but they killing me.
Yeah, that's why it's crazy. Thor for sure. You can tell that movie was for kids. Like
ridiculously childish.
Man, like when they had the part when all them kids ran out, I was like, oh, this everybody worthy now.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
That's cool. Like, dang.
Hey, so look, I was having this convo, and I wanted to run it by you. Have you ever noticed like the difference in likes or comments from like men and women posting the same type of shit? And what I'm saying is, so like single women, right? Likes, comments through the fucking roof on selfies.
Yeah.
We know this without a doubt. Men selfie single, no way in hell.
Yeah.
Right. But vice versa. Women post in relationships, no likes. Nobody want to see that shit. Like niggas are not fucking with that. Like the niggas who like all her twerking videos and all the fly ass selfies and all that shit, when she posts her nigga,
it's gone. That's out.
But when men post the relationships, through the roof.
Yeah.
Through the roof. Nigga, you post you and your girl, you go get likes you never got before. Ever. And your girl don't gotta be fine or nothing. Just as long as she in the picture with you,
right?
Your likes skyrocket instantly.
Yeah.
Why is that the dynamic? Like why is the likes why is it, in your opinion, what's the difference?
Well, I think it go from the thirst factor. Like I feel like a lot more men be thirsting after the women. So when women post the selfies and stuff like that, men be on it. Whereas I feel like
niggas be mad when when she pop up. Hey, look, all bullshit aside, I hate when my cuddy buddies get in relationships. So I guess I get it, bro. I be bitches that like, if ever I've had a situation where me and a woman are having sex, right? So we fucking cool. We got that going. No relationship. If she ever get in a relationship, I'm mad. I don't care.
Immediately.
And I'm not liking shit. And you and him ugly together. Y'all look like a trash ass couple.
Not even.
Hope y'all break up.
You're not even liking the regular pictures.
Nah, I'm through with that. I'm through with that. You're not getting no more likes from me. The likes are gone. Just so you know. Just so you know, if I was liking all your shit and then you pop up with a boyfriend, I'm not liking nothing else. Your relationships suck anyway. It looks stupid.
But you know what? Like, I think for like men who post that they're in a relationship, other men like that junk because they be like congratulating their boy pretty much. Like, oh yeah,
that's love.
That's good. Just like I was going to talk to you about men asking about how other men's women look. So like when a man dates a woman, like they just start like, oh yeah, I'm dating this one chick now. Oh, how she look? Let me. Is she bad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why do men need to know that? You know, like, why do you need to know how bad
my chick is?
Yeah.
But nigga, so that's a good ass question. But I'm wondering, do that fall in the same category as like if your homeboy say, man, she got a sister, she got a cousin,
like
dude, is this you calling my girl fine?
That is technically.
Or like saying like you want somebody, if you got a girl who treats you real good, right? And your homeboy see that and they like, man, she got a sister. And I'm like, nigga, you want my bitch? like what? You could have just said that to me straight to my face.
Yeah.
Because you basically, if you want somebody just like her,
you want her.
You kind of.
You like, if I can't have her, I'm gonna have the next best
I would have
thing.
somebody like her. Nigga, you want my bitch, nigga? Why you just? You can't. I mean, I guess that you can't just tell a nigga, man, I need me one of them.
That's why I always been curious. Like, why do dudes be so concerned? Like, as soon as you
what
come
your girl
over,
look like?
They'll be like,
let me see her.
Yeah, let me see what she look like.
Hey,
let me see.
You think they gonna tell you if she ugly?
Oh no, but but you know what though? You'll know from the reaction though. You'll know from the reaction.
Oh yeah, she cool, man. Yeah.
If she be like,
she's solid.
All right.
Is she ugly right away?
But if he, okay, I see you. That's the respect.
You know, that's funny as fuck because it's the same with kids. It's the same with kids, nigga. When somebody see your baby, right? It's an ugly baby. Motherfuckers' response would be something different. Like, man, that fit fly. That's a fly fit.
They're like, oh, you got him in the little puppies. That's a nice, man, nice little get up.
Man, look at all his hair. Look at all his hair. This fucking beast.
Look at the little hands.
Monster of a baby in your arms, dude.
Yeah, you definitely know the difference.
Man, how y'all doing, bro? This the most I seen y'all. Look, y'all, you see the number?
I know, right? They in here.
Bro, what's going on, man? Y'all ain't gonna speak. How y'all doing? How y'all been, man? It's been a week.
Yep.
You know?
Again, feel free to jump in the comments because we like y'all joining in the conversation.
Definitely.
Last time they was having a whole...
Bro, this is crazy.
A whole conversation last time.
Man, y'all in here. How y'all doing?
Right?
Y'all doing? Say hello. Throw a black fist up or some shit. What up, Vaughn? See, there we go.
The Black Panther fist.
Y'all niggas just in here. Y'all just...
Throw the Wakanda.
Bro, that's crazy. I ain't never seen... First of all, I never seen 16 at one time.
Yeah.
What y'all want to talk about? Y'all got some shit y'all want to get off y'all chest, man? Shit, I feel like we have to interact with y'all right now, nigga. Y'all in this bitch.
They in here for sure. But I did want to talk about dishonesty in relationships because last week we had
it's a man Suave. I'm a little uncomfortable.
I know that's why.
Why are men dishonest in relationships?
See, but
because these bitches be lying, boy. These bitches be lying, Suave.
No, it's because the conversation we had privy to after, and you was talking about, dishonesty and stuff like that, and why women cherish an honest man.
Yeah.
So that made me think like, okay, well then why are a lot of these men being dishonest out there?
You know what's crazy? I think people in general are dishonest, and I'm gonna just say, and I'm gonna keep saying people. I don't want to say men, but I'm gonna say people are dishonest in relationships for the most part. Because motherfuckers want their cake and eat it. So nobody wants to lose the person that they want, the person that they, desire, that they chased, that they obtain by telling them, I want something else too. You feel me? Because that conversation, it might sound super easy to have.
It's uncomfortable.
Man, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because that immediately the other person is going to feel less than.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like if you are in a solid committed relationship and you want something that possibly makes them unhappy, immediately, like it's a red flag.
Yeah.
And I mean, how likely do you think it is? So like committed relationship, a decade, 10 years, right? And this dude tell his girl like, man, I got this coworker, bro. We be talking and I'm kind of digging her. What the fuck what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean you digging her?
Where'd that come from?
A natural attraction. You feel me? Like just like a natural attraction from a man to a woman. Like y'all talk all the time. Y'all, you know, y'all having numerous conversations. Y'all talk about anything under the sun when y'all on lunch or whatever. So obviously, like, without fighting the urge, if you could just entertain that to speak on it, that girl is not having that shit.
Oh yeah.
So what's the alternative?
Just not say nothing. But see, that's why it's so crazy though, because it's like, do you think that it's like partially because so many people put all these stipulations on the relationship because that people don't want to open up more and speak how they feel?
What a relationship is supposed to be.
Yeah.
What commitment looks like to the masses, not what commitment feels like to you two individually.
Right.
Because maybe it's some shit that you really don't have an issue with, but you've been raised to have an issue with it.
Yeah.
The culture has trained you to have an issue with your man looking at another woman.
Right.
There are women in the world who really trip about like the most, and again, let me stop saying women, people in the world who really trip about the stupidest shit. Looking, right?
Yeah.
Just to look, like, they be like, you can look, but don't look too long.
Why is that an issue?
Okay, so you want me to glance?
Yeah.
Like, you want me to...
Or why was you looking?
Did you see it?
Yeah, you didn't see. You didn't see that.
What do you mean? Like, we all got eyes here, dude. We don't have to act like that. But me and you was talking about it. Flirting.
Right.
What is perceived as flirting? Everybody's flirting is not the same. The way people view flirting is not the same. But nigga, it's always a fucking issue with like, oh, have you ever heard somebody say like you too friendly? Or heard like in a relationship like, nigga, you too friendly. I don't like.
Yeah.
Why you want a fucking pit bull?
Why do you
want to date a pit bull? You want a nigga who just like mean mugging all the time. He don't speak to nobody, especially women.
Can't be friendly to the waitress. Nothing.
No, you too friendly. Like, damn.
You gonna give her an extra tip too? Like, dang.
What the fuck you want me to do? You want me to punch the bitch when she come back? Like, to prove my loyalty to you? I'll just beat this bitch up real quick. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's like, dang, you really can't do nothing. There was a relationship. One of my friends was in a relationship where the woman didn't want him to do any drinking, drugs, nothing. So I mean, like,
at all.
Yeah, at all.
Okay, so
this is like, you can't do it. I'm against all this.
Okay, so was he doing it prior to?
He wasn't, but I'll say this much: they was young back then.
Okay,
so drugs wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? For them being young, he wasn't introduced to none of that stuff. As he got older, of course, that stuff starts to surface more. Now you're in the college years and stuff like that. So more people are starting to be like, hey, have you tried this? You need to try that. So, of course, now the thought of entertaining it starts to come. But she starts shutting that down. No, can't do it. Can't do it. So, of course, now it's like, all right, now I'm just going to do it. But
and I'm going to hide it. The same thing motherfuckers do with parents, man. That's the same thing. Like, you just going to keep telling me no, no, no. And at some point, and that's, again, right back to what we was talking about earlier, that's where the lying and the cheating shit starts.
Yeah.
When you start putting like all these fucking limitations on what another person can and cannot do naturally, you know, at drugs, drinking, like, what do you think I'm going to do?
Right.
You feel me? Like, I'm not planning on getting drunk and fucking 30 bitches. Like, I just want to get drunk with the homies. Like, that's what they, you know, that's what we on. And people grow apart that way. Like, to something like that, my homeboy and his girl been together since high school, right?
Yeah.
And so all they know is each other. Nigga, they started having problems because she wanted to party, right? She wanted to go out. She wanted to party. They had kids early too and got married early as fuck, like right after high school. So she wanted to live though, bro. Like she wanted to party, drink,
she wanted to have fun.
But he's never been like that. They were not like that as a unit. So when she wanted to do it, she wanted to do it with him. And he's like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
It drew a wedge right in their fucking relationship. Just because like one of them thought that they were always going to be what they were. And the other person just started wanting different shit. So in that case, like, what the fuck do you do? In her position, what do you do?
Yeah.
Not do the shit?
Right.
You want to live, you never got a party, you never had a party scene and none of that shit. And you just want to do it. So now do you have to, like, do you and your husband got a divorce?
Yeah. And See that bringing that up, that makes such a good point of the fact that I think that within a lot of these relationships, we don't allow the people to change. Mm-hmm. People naturally change in life. And I feel like it's hard for people in a relationship to accept that a person is actually changing. Yeah. They want them to be the person who you was the whole time. Stay that person. Don't change. And it's like,
that shit is nuts though, man.
Yeah.
And even more to not just like the change, but how often is it okay for you to do something that makes you happy if it makes your partner unhappy?
Repeat that.
If you want to do something that you genuinely enjoy, right? This is what makes you happy, but your partner don't fuck with it at all.
Right.
What are you to do?
I feel like you got to do what makes you happy though, because if you don't, then you're gonna be miserable in the relationship.
Okay, so at that point, where's this line of sacrifice or like give and take? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is one of my relationship outlooks that like people do not share. Everything is not for me. You feel me? So like if a woman wants to do something that I truly don't care for, right? I don't like that. I don't have to like everything that you do.
That's facts.
And that's what people have so fucked up in relationships where they don't get to do anything now because you so hell-bound on not making your partner unhappy.
Yeah.
Like you just want to keep them happy. And in keeping them happy, you might shelf shit that actually makes you truly happy.
Right.
They winning. You losing though. Like and at what cost though?
Yourself.
But you pleasing them.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Make you happy.
Yeah.
Please make you happy. Even if there's some shit you want to do that I don't like or I don't care for, everything is not for me. Everything you do is not going to make me happy, and I don't expect it to. We are two completely different fucking humans. We might agree on a bunch of shit, but at the end of the day, please make yourself happy because I intend on doing the same thing. I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I like when it comes to it and you don't like something I'm doing, if I actually genuinely love this and want to do it, you're just gonna have to be mad.
Yeah. Or we gotta part ways.
Yes. Because it
don't work.
I refuse, man. I'm just not one of the niggas in the world who want to sacrifice my happiness to make somebody else happy. Now, am I against compromise? Absolutely not. I can compromise, but when shit start being to where like compromise is like you getting 100 and me getting 0, it's not fucking happening.
Yeah. And that's what happens a lot of times.
Duh.
In a lot of relationships, it's just don't do. Mm-hmm. Not don't do or let's talk about this to see what's a resolution we can both come to. It's more so I don't like this. I don't want you to do it no more.
Period.
This makes me uncomfortable.
One of my close friends, bro. He does nothing else in the world. He's a father. He got a job. He played basketball and he played video games. Nothing else.
That's it.
So, him and his girl, always into it, nigga. So much so he stopped playing basketball completely. Just gave up his this all he been doing all his life, nigga. Basketball, video games. Before he was a dad or a boyfriend. She want more time, bruh, cut his basketball off. Killed it completely.
Yeah.
Video games, heavy hit. So what are you doing now? Watching TV shows.
Dang.
Why? Because when he turned the game on, immediate attitude. Even if it's indirect, immediate attitude. Well, can you do this? Can you change him? Can you watch this? You didn't do this. You didn't do this. As if like his video game is a privilege and he's 16 years old.
Yeah. He
stopped playing basketball. Like at this point, this nigga has nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I just told you, like he hoop, he play video games, he a dad and a boyfriend. So you take away basketball and you take away video games to make her happy.
Right.
What the fuck do you have?
Right. But you know what I think that comes from too? Once you give that little bit of give and somebody can see, oh, you letting me take it.
Yeah.
They're going to continue. And then when you don't, they get more mad because now it's like, I'm accustomed to you giving it up to me. So now I'm upset because you're not.
When one person gaining a whole lot and somebody losing a whole lot. And okay, now I can do the gender thing. I know, and argue with your mama if y'all disagree. Men's happiness rarely fucking matters in relationships. Nobody gives a fuck if men are happy for the most part. I'm not saying it's impossible that there's no women out there who care about a man being happy, but realistically, as long as a woman is happy, the relationship is successful. That's how like 98% of relationships that I see and with my own eyes work.
That's why they got the happy wife, happy life situation. That's why that saying exists.
Complete bullshit to me, but it's so real. There's no way you can debate happy wife, happy life. Look at weddings.
Yeah.
How many times have you ever seen wedding planning having a male perspective heavy? A male input at any point. Decoration, people, what you eat,
theme,
what y'all wear, a theme.
Yeah.
These are not things that men typically have input on because it don't fucking matter what the man want.
Yeah.
What matters is if he making her happy. And as long as he making her happy, I ain't never heard women talk to each other and be like, are you making your man happy?
That's true.
When you talk to men, it's about like, how's the marriage? Oh, she good. Who the fuck cares about checking on the men?
Right.
Fuck the men. Dads. Let's do that. Dads. Who gives a fuck if dad is happy? Like, in a household, nigga, you supposed to take care of everybody in this motherfucker. That's your job as a man, to make sure everybody under this roof is happy. That's where men's supposed to get their joy from.
Yeah.
Taking care of home. Where the fuck do women get their joy from? It ain't making sure everybody in this motherfucking house happy.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that she wake up like, man, I gotta make sure this nigga happy. That's not fucking happening. Like, sorry, it's not happening a lot. There's very few women in the world that I know personally that truly give a fuck about making they nigga happy, making sure they man is satisfied. As long as women are solid, relationships are motherfucking peachy keen. Look, Vaughn said, hey, oh God, I dated a female who slapped me in public because she thought I was looking at a woman from across the way. Hey, Vaughn, that's nuts. If you still in here,
yeah, that is crazy.
That's
just to have that happen. That's crazy, that's intense.
For nigga, first of all, slapping you for looking is crazy. Nigga, slapping you because she thought you was looking is even crazier. What you so worried about? What could you possibly be scared of? Like with me looking at, I'm with you. Physically.
Like they see it.
I'm with you.
They see it. So it's like, dang.
Standing right here, probably holding your hand, touching you in some way, and you gonna slap me because I looked?
The aggressive. Being that aggressive, that's crazy.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
I'm going. Domestic. Put it on my plate.
You know what's crazy though? I feel like
crazy.
When you deprive somebody that much in a relationship of certain things, so you remove like them being able to game, them like say if they're drinking or something like that, you tell them they can't do alcohol, they can't go to clubs. As soon as they get out that relationship, they go crazy, and people be wondering why. Like they going in like, oh, now they doing this. They've been drinking a lot now and doing all this. Yeah, because you deprived them of so much.
Kids.
Now that they gone.
Kids.
Yeah.
The preacher kids.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, what you feel
it's
me?
True, though.
Like, this is the fucking thing. Like, the preacher's kids usually be the motherfucking
craziest.
Why?
They be going wild.
Why? Because all they've been told is you can't. This is a human thing. I'm gonna tell you what. Anytime somebody tell me I can't do something, even as a 33-year-old adult male, nigga, now I'm gonna show you. First of all, don't tell me I can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the fastest way to get me to do some shit is tell me I can't. Like nigga, because I can. And I will. And then
it boosts the curiosity factor.
100%.
You just boosted the curiosity. Because now, if it's like, for example, for a kid, if a kid doesn't know about the certain thing that you're telling them no to, now they're curious on why. Why can't I?
And that's a perfect point, man. And even with my kids, bro, I'm not the stickler parent who like don't, right? You gonna grow and you gonna learn. I love my kids making mistakes and learning from them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I can see some shit happening and I'd be like,
here it go.
But I let it, bro. I promise I let it. Like I do not If it's dangerous, then I'll prevent it, obviously. But like if it's just a life lesson, I can tell you over and over. I can tell you 20 times. I can guarantee you learn so much faster. Just bump your head. I can tell you, I bumped mine. Watch out, man. Don't do that.
Right.
Like, man, I used to gang bang. Don't do that, man. That shit ain't it. And you with your homeboys. They like, man, this old nigga.
Don't know what he talking about.
The adults who told us while we was in high school. Man, cherish high school. I wish I could do high school over. All of us like, man, I can't wait to get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Yep.
What do you mean? Like, I'm trying to get the fuck on. Look at us now. There's no adult I know personally that wouldn't do high school again. If given the opportunity to do high school like the right way, like really focusing on your studies, getting into like extracurricular activities, joining clubs. These are all things all of us look back on and be like, man, we should have. But while we was there, we
didn't care at all.
And people told us though.
Yeah.
People told us a million times. How did we have to learn though? Experience. That's the best. There's no better teacher
than experience.
Bro. None. Like,
I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think that's why I think that's one of the main reasons of living. You have to live the experience. You have to experience things in life. Try new things. Do different things. Don't hold yourself back. It's like, it seems like that's a necessity in life is experience. That's how we grow.
Man, it gotta be. Just think about how many different things in life are you good at right now?
Yeah.
Because you tried them, you experienced, you got better at them by experience in a workplace. Nigga, if experience will get you a job faster than anything else. Experience will get you a job faster than education.
Yeah.
For sure. Any job I know, bro, like a diploma of any kind, and you tell them I've been working in this field for 10 years. We gonna get him in here.
Right.
And you tell them I got a bachelor's degree to be here. And they're like, you got any work experience? And they're like, no, that's why I'm trying to apply. You a question mark.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck what your degree is.
I don't know about you.
You ain't been here. Like you ain't done it yet. So you're sure you got a degree to do it, but you ain't done it. So I'm gonna take the nigga with a high school diploma and 10 years experience over you with 0 experience and a bachelor degree.
Yeah.
Because this is proven that this nigga know how to do the job. He's done it.
For 10 years. So he got the experience behind him. That's putting in a lot of work.
I had a lady in her 50s recently tell me she wished she would have went to prom. See what I'm saying? Prom, nigga. And this is something, bro, my daughter's a senior right now, and she don't even want to go to prom. Like, it's something that she already told us. Like, she just, if I go out. If I don't, I don't. And I'm like, you're going to regret that. It might seem like some minor, corny, cheesy ass dance, but you will regret not going. Even if you don't have an amazing time, I promise, going is worth going.
Yeah.
Experience it. You have not experienced a prom. Go get it. If you don't like it, you did it.
Yeah.
You fucking did it.
That's the good thing about having experience. Seeing new things, trying new things. It really changes you. And I think that's what helps people grow as people. That's what gets us like to do different stuff. Yeah. And I feel like even when it comes, like, for example, some people fall and bump their heads on stuff. Like, you have some people who would go too crazy with drinking, become alcoholics or whatever, and go through something to where they fail or fall. And you learn from that.
Yeah.
You're able to take some of this stuff and you're able to be like, dang, I was there, I experienced it, I know now, and I know better, and I grew from that.
Hey, you think addiction comes more from using shit as a vice, more so than like just like using something all like regularly?
Using it as a vice, like
I think it's just a slippery slope. I don't know how you can. I guess you can become an addict by just like, so like recreational drugs, right? Mm-hmm. Some people just do coke for the fuck of it. Yeah. Right. And they do it to party. Right. You know, I'm gonna go out, they do whatever, right? Cool. But when you start using it to cope with shit, and we can take it, we can even make it lighter. Weed. Right? Motherfuckers who smoke weed. I smoke weed, and I'm a regular smoker at this point, but I never need it. There's never been a time where I'm like, man, I can't eat unless I'm high. Yeah. Man, I can't sleep unless I'm high. Man, I can't I can't have fun unless I'm high. Let's smoke first. Let's smoke first. Let's smoke first. Yeah. Now, if we gonna smoke because we just getting high, like this, what we doing?
It's a good time.
You know, we finna go watch a movie. Let's smoke first. Cool. But when you start needing it, when you don't even have an appetite, unless you high.
Yeah.
This is when I think that addiction kicks in.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a vice though. When you got an attitude, your temper all fucked up when you're not high. So you're like, man, I'm gonna smoke so I can calm down. This is the fastest way to being addicted to some shit. Now,
yeah.
And so I asked you that because my opinion is, nigga, once you start using anything as a vice, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Because it builds dependency. You can't do shit now without the thing, and now you depend your brain depends on this thing. Booyah. Addiction.
You in it.
But I don't know if you could just be addicted to like a good feeling. And that's why I was asking that question, because like motherfuckers who get addicted to any kind of drug, do you know anybody who just got addicted to the high, or where most of the addicts I know are coping?
Yeah. They're escaping something.
You brought up, and you said something about alcohol, like drinking.
Yeah.
And immediately I'm like, man, anybody I know that's an alcoholic, it's not just because they party.
Yeah.
It's because they be using alcohol to like cope they bullshit.
Yeah.
Like real traumas and shit that they going through, pain they going through that they don't want to deal with. So what do? Drink that shit away. I don't know nobody who just going to parties and just end up being a fucking drunk.
Yeah. Some people, they just trying to escape something. So they like, man, I ain't trying to deal with it.
I stopped
Get that bottle.
Bingo. I stopped smoking weed, nigga, for a little bit once I found out that like I was never mad when I was high. Never.
Yeah.
It like shit that usually pissed me off when I was high, it wasn't.
It wasn't working.
And I'm like, I got to the point where I'm like, damn, one time I was gonna go to the park and really put my hands on somebody. I was gonna drive to the park that they was at to touch them. And nigga, for no reason whatsoever, the homie was like, bro, man, like, let's smoke if you still want to. And we got high, right? No longer did I want to go. I'm like, you know what? This, fuck it, dude. Fuck it. And I was like, now I need to figure out what it is about being high that made me feel that way.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to chase that. Like, I don't want it to be a time where I'm mad and I feel like I have to smoke. Like, I'm in a badass mood, so I should probably smoke so I can be in a better mood. I never wanted that for myself because I know exactly where that shit go. That means I would have been using weed to cope. It wouldn't have been like a fun thing for me anymore, like a recreational thing. It would have been my coping mechanism for my terrible ass attitude and anger. So, nigga, when I left weed alone, just left it alone completely. And when I figured out, it just helped me be present.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. But I didn't know that beforehand, before I like left it alone to figure out why exactly can I not be mad when I'm high. And it's literally because weed only helped me be wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
Anything else that's not happening right now, right here, I don't care about. So like if you on my phone and you tripping, like if I'm high, I'll probably just go laugh and hang up because you're not, first of all, you try to fuck my high up. Like you finna fuck my whole shit up, bro. I'm finna get off the phone. And that's how I knew. I was like, that's it. From that, I just started being more present.
Yeah.
That's it. And that shit changed my life.
Right.
Wholeheartedly. All the shit I tell y'all about like me being better with my temper and not being so aggressive or not wanting to touch niggas and shit, all came from me finding out that weed just helped me be present. That's it. So now I just try to be present. If you not threatening me right here, right now, I don't give a fuck. Like it's not bothering me. You tripping, you arguing, you yelling. As long as you're not in my bubble, have at it.
Right.
I wouldn't have knew that. I wouldn't have knew that unless I took that break from weed to figure out why that thing was helping me so much. I don't know if that's.
Nah, I had a similar situation where I had, but mine was like I was chasing wanting to be happy all the time. Mm-hmm. I was chasing the feeling of happiness, and that escaped that. See, I wasn't doing weed. I was doing Molly back then. Yeah. Party drug. You already know that's gonna make you happy all the time. That's gonna boost that.
I did it once last year for the first time.
So I was on that for a while, and then I started realizing. But the thing about that is, what it gives you, since it gives you the crazy good, that after once it's gone, it's gonna hit you to where you got to face all that junk. It's gonna hit all that. And
that's that vice I was talking about.
Man, everything you was running from gonna hit you like a brick.
Cause it don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about addiction, and that's what motherfuckers start chasing.
Yeah.
That whatever the drug of choice gives you that helps you not think about all the bullshit, nigga, it only lasts so long. And when it's gone, you want it back.
And it come back heavy.
You want it back. You want it back because now you're running.
Yeah.
Now you're running from shit, and you're running straight into Molly. You're running straight into Coke. You're running straight into weed. Running straight into a bottle. And that's where I feel like addiction comes from. The motherfuckers start trying to hide behind their vices.
Yeah.
And I'm not even just talking about drugs, man. A vice could be people.
Yep.
A person.
It could be sex.
It could be sex. Find a healthy one though.
Yeah.
Find a fucking healthy vice is my thing. So that if you find yourself addicted to something, maybe like the gym, this is where you blow off steam. When you're stressed out, you go work out. This is healthy for you. Do some shit like that.
Or a creative vice.
Anything.
A creative vice is good too. Yep.
But don't let your vice be a fucking drug of any kind, because you shit out of luck.
Oh yeah.
You shit out of luck, because that slope slippery than a bitch.
Oh yeah. Because then once a vice starts in general, and say if the alcohol stops working, then you go to the next thing.
And that's
why
you
go to the next thing.
They call weed a gateway drug for that reason.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion, because I've always heard that shit my whole life. Weed is a gateway drug. It actually was the reason why I didn't smoke weed until I was 25.
Oh,
I just refused, bro. I seen my family. My family was. I had family members on Sherm, nigga, heroin, super tough, like the worst kind of drugs. And I always heard weed is the gateway to that shit. And sure, it is, if it's a vice.
Yeah.
Because at some point you stop being as high. Now you got to graduate.
You got to go to the next thing.
You smoking eighths every hour. Now you like, man, this shit too expensive. I got to get a better high.
Yeah.
Then you get something that got a little more power to it.
Like, what's that Coke looking at?
Out of nowhere, you a crackhead. Out of nowhere, you a motherfucking crackhead. You stealing from your granny and shit. All because the weed wasn't weed. The weed wasn't, you wouldn't have got the rock.
That's why I feel like self-control is important.
Mm-hmm.
If you have self-control to be able to be like, yo, I can see what this is doing. Like exactly what you said. I can see what this is doing to me, and I don't want to not face that.
Yeah.
I need to face that. To be able to do that's some real self-control. And a lot of some people don't have that. It's more comfortable for them to run.
Yeah.
The more I run from it and chase the feeling of feeling good or escaping it, the better I'm gonna feel.
And I feel like that's addiction right there in a nutshell. If you ever want to throw any kind of like realistic definition at what the fuck addiction is, it's that, bro. Just running from something or running to something.
Yeah. Over
and over again. And like I said, make it something good. Shit. If you're gonna run to something that's positive, man. Find a vice that's fitting.
Right.
Get the fuck out them bottles and get the fuck off them drugs, man. If you smoke weed and you have to, figure out why you have to.
Exactly.
Please figure out why you have to.
And you know what though? I think a lot of it starts from fear. Even going back to what we was talking about within relationships of not doing what you want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
Fear. You're scared to face things. You're scared to have that conversation. You're scared to face those uncomfortable feelings that you need to face. All that uncomfortability and that fear.
Man, that's how you wrap that motherfucker up in a nutshell, nigga. Fear.
Yeah.
She said, I always side-eye my ex because he could smoke 4 blunts within an hour. Like, damn, how high you trying to get? Do meth at this point. And I feel like that's what, bro, I'm telling you, even the people who smoke weed, people I smoke with, right? We'll spark up. It'd be 4 of us, right? We'll spark up a blunt, 4 of us, we playing spades, boom. While we smoking this, you rolling up another one. Now I'm looking at you because, like, you not high? Why you not high? Okay, cool. We got another one going. Cool. Nigga, one time I was in a 4-man rotation with 2 blunts. And I had to ask myself, like, what the fuck are we doing? At this point, we could have all just rolled up our own shit and smoked personals. Because it's only 4 of us.
Right.
How come we passing 2 blunts between 4 people? This is ridiculous. Like,
it's funny though, because they be happening a lot. A lot of people smoke like that.
Bruh, and I get to look and I'm just like, man, y'all niggas.
Yeah.
How we getting? Because I'm going to quit. Because I just don't do crack, nigga. Why y'all to bring the rocks? Why y'all could have brought the cards, crack, and the pipe. Because at this point, what the fuck is going on in here?
It's too much.
It's too much.
I can't even handle weed. So like, but back when I did used to smoke, man, I used to think that thought you had. I used to think that in my head, like that. I'll see, I'll see about like 3 blunts passing between a couple of people, and they'll come back to me, and I'll be like,
man, I'm high already.
This too much.
And
like,
I'm good.
What did I get myself into?
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm super fast to be like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't care. I do not care, man. Look, Ashley LeRae, right? Anytime me and her smoke, we'd be like halfway through like a pre-roll, and either one of us will ask like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Me too." Boom, put it out. Right? There's absolutely no need
to go the extra
for
mile.
us to face this whole blunt for the sake of facing the whole fucking blunt. That's so dumb to me. Like, why do you need a blunt to yourself? You need a full fucking blunt dolo to be high. Just hit the pipe. I will bring crack next time, nigga. We don't gotta do this. Like, we burning through all this money so you can be just smoke the crack. Please.
And then some of them can't even function when they get super high. You can tell. They just gone.
And all right, nigga, she the reason why I started smoking more. All right, she said, I used to smoke like that. I would not be able to hang now. Nigga, but that's a fact. We used to kick it with them, and nigga, they used to just smoke, and I used to opt out so fast. We'd be like midway through the first fucking backwood that they putting a whole eighth in. And let me talk to you dumbass niggas, bruh. Stop with the bullshit. Okay? Knock it the fuck off. If you need 3.5 to get high, get the crack pipe. Get the fucking pipe, man. I don't understand.
It's too much.
Niggas like, man, this ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you just broke my whole motherfucking supply I brought to kick it with y'all. In the backwood. Nigga, it's an eighth in here.
And they be gone.
They be happy, nigga.
Gone.
And they be happy.
And
I just be looking at the blunt bigger than my motherfucking thumb. And I'm just like, don't put my weed in there. I'm not contributing. You
know what though? It's funny when you don't smoke and you watch smokers operate, because it's the funniest thing ever. You'll see them like, they'll be like, all right, let's smoke, right? They'll roll one up. Mm-hmm. They'll smoke. Everybody high. 10 minutes go by.
And they rolling up. And I'm asking,
hey, let's go. Let's smoke.
For what? I'm at for what? Why are you doing that? Ask, bro, anybody in here, they know, all these people in here know me personally. Now I've smoked with pretty much everybody who's commenting. Nigga, I'm the first to be like, bro, what's going on? You not high no more? Like you said, it's been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How come you rolling up again?
I know you still high. You gotta be still high.
And if you not, get the crack, man. God, just go get the pipe. Because I just don't.
Yeah, at that point, you got to level up.
It's no longer recreational.
Yeah.
It's no longer recreational. Now you have to have a weed budget. Now you like, okay, cool. Rent, car note, power phone.
Weed.
Okay, I got enough for weed.
Yeah.
What?
You budgeted.
It's in the budget?
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
It's in the budget?
I know some homies who budget like that.
We made the budget?
Yeah. I know some homies that budget like that. Just straight up be like, yep.
Crackheads.
It got it.
Crackheads. I don't care. And I'm telling y'all, this is coming from me. At this point, bro, I can honestly say, out of 7 days a week, 5 of them I'm smoking. No problem. And it's cool. Like I get home from work. I had a day. I'm trying to relax. Boom. I get high. Get on my game. Get high. Do something else. Get high. Hoop. Whatever. It's just relaxing to me. It's not a necessity. Yeah. Even as often as I'm doing it, it's never a necessity. If I could not smoke anymore, I would be absolutely fine. Yeah. It's not like making or breaking me to smoke. But these niggas, I'm telling you, I know people, bro, who will not and cannot eat. They're like, I don't have an appetite. You need help. Oh, yeah. As a human, at some point you should have a fucking appetite. Yeah. If you no longer have an appetite unless you are high, you a crackhead.
There's something going on.
You're a crackhead. I know one when I see one.
Yeah.
You giving real crackish vibes, nigga.
But that's what I had to learn that too. I had to learn a lot of self-control and saying no to everything. That's why I feel like now I can have a drink and not drink too much. I know my limit.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I might not feel like drinking. It depends on how I feel.
Yep.
There's certain times where I might want to shroom, do this, do that, and I'll just be like, I don't need to overdo myself. So
can we talk about the shrooms?
yeah.
Bro, I'm so interested. I keep pussying out every time I say I want to try it. I just be like, man, I don't know, bro, because the judge Mathis gonna come out. I know a crackhead when I see one. Oh, okay, yeah, so you sold the recorder for a roll of quarters. Okay, yeah, I know a crackhead when I see one. But I'm super interested in shrooms, nigga, and I'm telling you, every time it's even. I've had them in my face. They're like, you sure? Crack the bag open. I'm like.
Yeah,
I told you I tried the Molly last year. I just been wanting to try shit, man. The older I get, the less closed-minded I am to so much. Growing up, when you grow up, and I don't even want to say in the streets, but if you grew up in our culture, like really in our culture,
yeah,
you're taught that everything is weird.
Oh yeah,
everything, like nothing outside of these, like this little stupid ass box, is okay.
Shrooms was like white people stuff, I believe.
Nigga, anything that's not weed, first of all. Anything that is not weed, white people shit.
Unless it's crack, then you a crackhead.
Hiking. Bro, I'm going hiking, nigga. I'm in like chilling, like doing cool shit, seeing nature. My motherfucker's like, well, that nigga 3 crazy. He be doing white people shit. I'm like, nigga, going to see nature? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
looking at the world?
Look. But I know you hear it. Every fucking thing is weird, dude. Yeah. So like, even now when I talk to the homies, the ones who don't try shit, I'm like, dude, I just want to try a lot of shit one time, just to see if I fuck with it, because I can't rule nothing out. And that's the thing with where I'm at in life. I just don't want to rule nothing out. If I can try it, if it ain't gonna kill me, I want to fuck it. Except crack. I don't want to try crack.
Yeah,
I want to try crack.
I got my limit on. There's some hardcore drugs. I'm just like, I'm good.
And you know what's crazy? Have you ever seen crackheads or meth heads? What in your heart was like, I ain't gonna be them. I'm gonna try it, but I ain't gonna be them. You felt like all these niggas been defeated because they weak. Like, you feel like all these crackheads in the world, they was just all suckers.
Yeah,
like you stronger than I'm stronger than them. I can get the crap.
You the one who can overcome.
But Whitney, that's what I'm saying. Look, she said, because who actually wants to try crack? At some point, it was plenty of people fucking trying crack.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of getting high. They was doing coke. Coke got expensive. They was like, okay, this is a cheaper alternative. I don't give a fuck how cheap it is. Look outside. Just look outside and look at all the crack.
Or try to communicate with one.
Go talk to a crackhead before you hit the crack pipe.
That'll change your whole world.
At least I hope.
Yeah.
But you would think, because motherfuckers seen the crackheads. My uncles, nigga, and all of their homeboys, they was the drug dealers.
Yeah.
Some of their partners end up being the drug users. You seen that they was having such a good time. These crackheads was skipping in the street and licking street poles. And you was like, man, I gotta be that happy one day. Let me hit the pipe.
just one time.
He looked so happy. Look at Tony. Look at Tony happy. He's swimming in that bush and he is happy. I want to be Tony. I want to be as happy as Tony.
Yeah.
Now you Tony. Now you Tony. You happy as Tony. Go get in the bush with him. Go get in the bush with Tony.
Yeah, I'll be looking at stuff crackheads doing. I'll be like, I could never. I was at the 7-Eleven the other day, and I'm getting out. I pumping gas, and I hear somebody rapping and yelling at somebody at the same time. They like rapping it, and then they'll stop, and then they start yelling. Like they like yelling at the cars, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, is there a song playing or something? And I finally see her, woman right on the corner. She got a cart, and she was going in. I was like, oh yeah, she not here no more.
Living her best life.
Yeah, she no longer here. She don't care who around.
Living her best life.
She in a music video.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she in her own music video.
And you want to be happy like her.
Yeah. I was like, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no point where you see her. You're like, man, I gotta try that.
I said, that's a whole nother dimension right there. That's something.
You ever, like, we always funny and we see somebody doing wild shit and we're like, man, I need whatever they own. That's how people was really feeling about like meth heads. Like,
it was like, I need that.
Yeah, whatever it is that they own. Like, I need parts of that.
I'm good. Nah, I'm good on that.
Man, no, for real. Look, she said our generation took dare seriously. Oh, nigga, oh God. I did for the longest until I felt like, okay, they was on bullshit. All of this shit is not terrible.
Right. Yeah, a whole music video. I promised. I thought it was a Missy Elliott video. I was like, yeah, she's saying the Can You Stand the Rain?
Bruh, doing it.
I was like, yeah, that's too much.
I don't know. I guess that's another topic. But homeless people, bruh, I have an issue with giving them money. Because I know all of their stories not the same, but I know a lot of their stories is the same.
Oh, it'd be the same.
You have to give up. In my personal opinion, I'm not saying like anybody can't be homeless, but to stay there, you have to quit. That's my firm opinion. Now, some people fight like mental illnesses and shit like that, or they don't have help, don't have the assistance. Sure. But if you, nigga, I was at work and I work near Boulder Station. So getting on the 95 at Boulder Highway. Nigga, when I clocked in, and I do test drives. Every car I get in, I got a test drive. I got the same test drive route. I get on this freeway all day. 8-hour shift. It was one nigga at the corner with his sign, my full shift. And at that moment, nigga, I knew you can go be a cashier.
You can work a job.
You can work a fucking job. You just spent my full work shift.
Yeah, right here.
Asking for money. You can get a job. And that's how I feel about a lot. Like, nigga, McDonald's hiring all the time.
Yeah.
It's plenty. 7-Eleven's hiring all the time. If, in fact, you want it to be better, you could be better. So I don't give a fuck about all y'all signs that say anything helps. When did that happen? Anything helps on all the signs.
I don't even know when that became a thing.
Do you see all the signs?
Yeah.
They don't have words. Ain't no more speeches. They don't even try to, like, pull at your heartstings no more.
Oh, they still. I just had a recent one at the freaking Albertsons by my job where this dude walked up to me and he said, you got money? My kid needs a baby bottle. And I was like, so they don't need no milk? Where's the milk? Like, you just gonna ask me to get him a bottle and not
niggas,
the milk?
That's crack, bro. That's that crack.
That is crazy.
Niggas say the wildest shit.
I said, that's the craziest thing ever. Where the milk at? That's the craziest thing.
I argued with a homeless person one time. They asked me if I had spare change. I don't have any spare money. I don't even know what that is. Like, first of all, spare change is a crazy concept. Like, if you just think about like the question, like, do you have any spare change? Bitch, do you mean do I have leftover money? From what? Like, you don't have no bills. You have no bills. None. What do you mean do I have spare? I don't have no spare nothing. You mean after I take care of all my shit, do I have extra? Like, just like shit
extra
laying
to
around?
give you, yeah.
No, nigga. I don't. Because I got bills and shit to pay. Nigga, you probably got more money in your pocket right now than I do.
And they do be having.
Let's be real, my nigga. Whatever you got all day from asking people for money for fucking free, I don't have that. So technically, right now, you in a better situation than me. I'm stressed the fuck out because I got shit to pay for and you don't.
Right.
You can just wake up and be.
Do whatever you want.
I don't got no fucking spare money for you. I don't even know what that means.
No spare change.
No spare change.
Yeah, I ain't sparing nothing. I don't got it.
Like loose quarters, nigga, that's money. What are you talking about spare? I don't got no spare nothing. You can spare these nuts. And people like, man, Trey, you tripping. I'm like, nah, hell no, man. These people out here, they getting over. They pulling at your heartstrings, and now they don't even care. All they signs say anything helps. Help what, bitch?
Yeah. Like, what do you want?
Where's your story? Where's your story?
Yeah.
Tell me you ain't ate in 2 days or some shit.
They'll be on drugs right in front of you now. They really don't care. You can tell.
Hit the pipe.
Yeah.
In your face. Hey, man, you got some spiritual. Man, hell no. I got nothing for you, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Hey, let me hit that shit. Because I need to know how the fuck you got here.
Yeah. At this point, give it to me. I need to see why you so delusional out here.
This shit crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. No, we gonna get you to your
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. I had a homeless man get over on me for 2 years. Brought that man breakfast every morning on my way to school and gave him $10. His wife pulled up in a Range Rover to pick him up. Boy.
I would have been hot.
I'm fighting, bro.
Yeah, I'd have been hot.
I need that. You better not never be outside again.
Yeah. Too hot.
You better never be. Because I'm gonna shoot you.
You know what though? I heard about like some of these people that be on the streets asking for change really be rich. Like they
just not call the cops.
One of them by my job was a drug addict that was rich, and he would just be there because he was on drugs at the time. But people would come pick him up because they'd be like, "Oh, he back in that area again doing them drugs. Let me go pick him up." What? I was like, "That's crazy." They just be taking.
Snoop said, "What killed me is the people who have the audacity to ask me for money while I'm wearing my work uniform." Exactly, nigga. I'm working.
I'm on the clock.
I'm on the clock to get money, and you out here. You want my money for free? Can you fight? Box me for 20. Now, nigga.
Hey, sometimes
can you dance? Can you dance? Battle me. Battle me right now. Let me get out the car. Let me see your moves.
They'll do that, John.
You beat me, and I'll give you money. You beat me in a battle, and I'll give you money. You whoop my ass, I'll give you some money. Other than that, get the fuck out of my face, man.
That'd be a crazy interview thing to do, like a video to make.
Y'all want to battle?
Battling bums.
Yep.
For change.
And you're not better than me. Work on your moves. We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week. Stupid. Go practice, my nigga. Get in one of these windows and work on your pop lock, nigga.
Nah, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah, dude. All y'all who stuck around, dude. This is the highest number I've ever seen, and that's amazing. And I hope that y'all keep coming.
Yeah.
For real. Everybody
1,000%.
who stuck around, please keep coming, dude. Get on YouTube, nigga. Subscribe to our YouTube. We on IG, constantly posting reels. Most people fuck with our reels more than they fuck with these episodes. So if you do that, even do that. I promise you, I am not complaining, bro. But please, bro, I've been looking at the numbers this whole time because I've never seen us stay this high. And
I appreciate it.
That's so dope to me, my nigga. That means that we doing some good shit. So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah. And for y'all joining in on conversation, it means a lot. Y'all stuck around, y'all was talking, y'all chimed in. So we appreciate everybody, and just keep doing what y'all doing. We gonna be back next week for y'all with another one, and y'all can join in then.
Hey, and if y'all have ideas or like things y'all want us to talk about, or like even shit that's going on social media that y'all want us to address, feel free to DM us.
Yes.
Right. Just like any random shit, be like, man, I was thinking about this. Y'all should talk about this, and we'll knock it out. I promise. Like we open. We do not have any limit on nothing we talk about ever. So
at all. Just
fuck with us, dude. We super interactive, as y'all can see. Like we don't like to let no comments fly by without talking to y'all. The comments on social media, anywhere when we post reels, we interact with y'all. Whether it's from the actual page or from our personal pages. But we not one of the big headed podcasts who act like listeners don't mean shit. Like we definitely fuck with y'all like y'all fuck with us.
Y'all part of this podcast. Y'all part of it. Y'all part of the conversation. So yeah. But we'll see y'all in the next one. We appreciate y'all, and yeah, much love. Peace.